Welcome to Jyotish Tirtha Vyadeeth. Alright, Sagittarians, let's just jump right in. No long intros, just your complete blueprint for 2026. Let's get to it. So, right off the bat, the big picture for your year, it looks incredibly promising. I mean, look at this. A massive 70% of 2026 is tilting in your favor. That's a huge wave of positive energy coming your way, And only about 30% of the year is kind of telling us, hey, just be a little cautious. Okay, so 70% is a fantastic number, right? But the big question is, why? What's actually behind it? Let's dig into what's driving this forecast. What cosmic forces are lining up to make all this good stuff happen? Well, it all comes down to the planets, doesn't it? For 2026, I want you to think of it like a story. You've got a main hero in your corner and a couple of, let's say, challengers. So let's meet the key players who are going to be shaping your year. And the roles are super clear this year. On one side, you've got the undisputed hero, your ruling planet, Jupiter. Jupiter is all about bringing you major success, financial growth, and maybe even some travel. But then on the other side, we've got the challengers. You've got Saturn, who might test your patience a bit. Then there's Rahu, that shadow planet that's known for sudden changes, so he could throw a few surprises your way. And finally, Mars is just reminding you to be a little careful with anger and accidents. Okay, so now that we know who the players are, let's see how this whole dynamic, this hero versus the challengers, is actually going to play out in your day-to-day life. We're going to break it down into the 4 key areas: your career, your finances, your relationships, and of course, your health. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wow, your career outlook is excellent. We're talking big promotions, maybe even foreign opportunities on the table. And your finances, they look just as strong, with some chances for sudden gains. Your relationships are also getting a really nice boost, especially if you're thinking about marriage. Now, the one area that really needs your focus is health. We'll need to be a little mindful of things like blood pressure and just managing stress. So we've covered the what, but now for the really important part, the when. Timing is everything. So let's pull up your strategic calendar for the year so you know exactly when to make your big moves and when to kind of hang back and be more observant. Alright, you might want to mark your calendars for this because it's super important. March, July, and December. Those are your power months. That's your prime time for making big career moves, making important decisions in your relationships, and taking those calculated risks. On the flip side, you've got February, June, and October. These are flagged for a bit of caution. During these months, it's probably best to think twice, avoid those impulsive actions, and just take a little extra care. Okay, so knowing all this is fantastic, but how do you actually use this information? What do you do with it? Well, that brings us to what I think is the most important part, your personal action plan to really boost all the good stuff and navigate any of the challenges. Here's a simple 5-step strategy for you. First, to give your hero planet Jupiter a boost, you can align with its energy by chanting its mantra, or maybe donating yellow items on Thursdays, because yellow is Jupiter's color. Next, for mental peace and to keep stress down, reading scriptures can really help ground your energy. Now to handle those challengers, try to consciously control your anger to counter that fiery Mars energy. And finally, just make it a rule for yourself to avoid sudden impulsive decisions. That's how you sidestep Rahu's unpredictable vibe. See, these are pretty simple but really powerful ways to feel more in control of your year. And look, if you really want to hit a home run this year, this is where you should focus your energy. These are your 3 strongest areas for 2026. Anything to do with foreign countries, diving deeper into your spiritual side, and pursuing higher education. Seriously, pouring your efforts into these specific fields could bring some absolutely extraordinary results. So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's really simple. 2026 isn't just another year that's going to pass you by. It's actively knocking on your door, holding this immense, real opportunity. That door is wide open for you. And that leaves us with just one final and honestly the most important question. You've got the blueprint. You know who the players are. You have the strategy. So to really capitalize on this massive 70% wave of opportunity, are you ready? Because ultimately that decision is all yours.
Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay with us by liking, sharing, and commenting.